Hello, hello. We are here with
Woo!
Anno Domini. I was gonna look up the pronunciation again. Do you remember, Josh? What was the pronunciation that we found that it was? See something in his mouth. Okay. Was it Anno? Was it Anno? I'm trying to remember.
Anno Domini would be my guess, but I'm probably wrong. So.
Yeah, it's Anno Domini. Anno Domini.
I don't think it matters.
Anno Domini. Okay.
Already on the rabbit trail.
So long A, Anno Domini. Which is a Latin phrase that means in the year of our Lord. So, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
So we're here playing some D&D. I really like these new overlays that I got set up. I'm excited about.
Oh, now I have to go.
Yeah, you should. You should all look at the new overlays, guys. We're here and we're gonna be playing Dungeons and Dragons for the first time on stream, except for that one Savage Tide session we streamed.
Yeah.
This is definitely the first
Playing
campaign.
the same character. No.
Yeah. Yeah. David is back as Daedalus. But yeah, we're here, and we're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons. So, if you've been watching Terra Nullius, perchance, then this is in the same world. We're gonna explore a different part of the world of Thray. Think about that, guys.
What?
This is the world of Thray.
Thray.
It's just the word Earth reversed.
That wasn't gonna get that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not Threa.
It's Thray. It's
No, you're right.
Thrae.
Yeah, no, you're right. I can't spell.
and so yeah, this is an alternate Earth where D&D races and magic and things populate it instead. And so we're going to be taking a journey to England, to the city of Nottingham and and Sherwood Forest. And we're going to be populating England with some fantasy races, and it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm excited about it. So just a couple of things to kind of start off and set up what this is all going to be about. So we are going to be doing goal-based XP for D&D, so we're not going to get XP for killing monsters, which means that you can actually run away from fights without jeopardizing your leveling.
Which is why I'm gonna have a goal be kill something every game. No,
I mean, yeah, you can totally do that. That is the thing. So kind of like Elysian Road, start with that number. We're gonna be doing like 3 goals that you can set as your character. We won't have anything else except for those 3 goals. I don't think we're gonna have like job XP or anything, like, because this isn't a campaign about that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do goals like that, and the way it's gonna work is you will get, if you work towards a goal during a session but don't complete it, then you will get an easy encounter's worth of XP for your character. If you complete a goal, then we'll figure out, okay, how difficult was that to complete? How long did it take? And then we'll assign an XP value on it based on whether or not it was a medium, a hard, or a deadly encounter amount of XP.
I really like that system.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Especially 'cause I was
50 times your
complaining about
character level? Is that an easy
Say it again.
encounter? 50 times your character level? Is that an easy
It's
encounter?
25. So 25 times your character level is easy encounter. 50
Okay.
times your character level is medium. 75 times your character level is hard, and 100 times your character level is deadly.
Okay, because I thought I always hear Adam say 50 times your character level, so I was curious if that was what easy was or.
No, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember exactly how. I mean, I looked it up. The stuff that I read in the Court of Swords wiki that someone had put up there about the new XP system that they did kind of went along those lines, where it was like 25, 50, 100, or 75, 100. But I don't remember. Maybe it was a specific. There was a difference, maybe, but.
Yeah, I think working towards was 50, but he might have changed it maybe at some point. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Maybe.
I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have an inspiration house
Yes,
rule?
so that's another thing I wanted to talk about. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the same thing we've been doing with Terra Nullius, which has been actually pretty fun. because we always get like dramatic flashbacks right before big rolls. Basically, at any point, you won't get inspiration just for like. I mean, maybe you will. Like if something really cool, if you do something really cool, I'll probably give you inspiration. But like really cool as a character. But the main way to get inspiration, which is for those of you, this is 5th edition, so maybe you're not aware of what inspiration does. Basically, allows you to charge. Yeah, if you have inspiration charged, then you can spend it to get advantage on a roll. And advantage means you take the best of 2 rolls. And so you can get inspiration if you reveal something new about your character. So we're gonna go into this. We're not gonna get into any sort of backstory at all with these people. We're gonna start in media res. We're just gonna find out who they are during the course of play. But if you would like to give us a flashback of your character and something they did in the past, something new that we don't know about your character, and this doesn't have to be like your character says this to the other party members, but this is for the audience, right? Then you can charge inspiration.
So if I tell you my character's name, which we don't know right
now. No, I am the final arbiter of all inspiration, but the general thing would be revealing something new about your backstory or personality or something like that that hasn't been revealed before.
Right. Okay.
And so yeah, right. You can have this be like you have to make a death save, and you really want to make sure you make this death save. You can just be like, we have a dramatic flashback of my backstory real quick. That is totally a thing we can do, and it's
also
been
because we have people who have played this before. Death saves you make after you go to 0 HP, you make death saves, and that is you roll a d20, and if you're over 10, you get a positive or like a success, and if you get under a 10, you get a fail, and if you get 3 fails, you die, and if you get 3 successes, you come back. If you get a 20, you come back with 1 HP right away, and if you get a 1, you get 2 fails, and when you stabilize, you just like. I think you roll a d4 and that's how many hours you're out or something like that. Maybe that's stars for that number. I don't remember.
That's
so yeah, so that's death saves. So yeah, you can spend them on those if you want to not die.
Yeah, and we'll go through stuff as we go. If something comes up and we need to explain a rule.
Yeah, I just thought I'd mention that since you said it.
Yeah. But yeah, so your characters start in Nottingham. Specifically Sherwood Forest.
Nottingham.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So your characters have been inspired by the legend of Robin Hood. At least Ulrich, Erastus, and Donnan. Donnan? Is that how you pronounce that? Okay. You guys have been.
We'll go with that one.
Say it again.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay.
No, it's not Donnan. It's Donan.
Donan?
Donan.
Okay, got it. Your characters have been inspired by the legend of Robin Hood of late. You're all young nobility, and you've taken it upon yourselves to live up to that legend and steal from the rich to give to the poor. And so you have been in the process of doing this for a little while now. Give me something I want to know real quick. Like, how has that been going? Like, how does it usually go? Like, what do you usually do as like the Robin Hood figures?
I feel like we should do something other than steal money because that's what actual Robin Hood did.
I mean, I feel like you, no matter what, you definitely do that. But maybe there's a different.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I feel like there should be something more specific or at least different flavor.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm wondering. I know that you guys definitely steal from like because we're gonna open up with a scene of you guys literally like robbing a noble carriage.
Okay.
So that is definitely true about the way you guys do things. But other than that, yeah, like what are the specifics?
We invest it carefully. Into business
in stocks and bonds.
Mm-hmm. Carefully
So
buying up
presumably
to
equipment?
the 40 to 60% controlling share, and then we call in the debts and we destroy businesses.
Oh man.
I don't know if Connor.
No, I'm confused.
Yeah.
No, don't worry. It does not matter.
Okay.
Just making a joke about.
I guess I'm just curious. I think the main thing I'm curious about, right, is like if other people do it with you, right, like, and if so, who, or is it literally just you three take it upon yourselves to be heroes and like steal from people?
I'd
I
say
think.
for
Go ahead.
I'd say for sake of simplicity, it'd just be us
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
mechanically wise. But
Yeah.
I'm always interested in cool NPC characters. That's pretty
Okay.
much what I live
Yeah, I mean, we
for.
can start off with just you guys. I mean, we can totally make this a thing where you could recruit more people to the cause.
As a side note, is this something that my what's the word, retinue would be involved in?
So that's
or
what I'm
would it be
wondering.
bad
I guess
idea?
the next question, right, is like, how much do people know about who's doing this? Are you guys masked? Are you guys like, do you have personas that you go under when you do this? Or have you like exiled yourselves from noble society?
I mean, like, I feel like I probably have to have a mask because since we're essentially two different bordering countries, if I'm going around robbing English people, they're probably going to have an issue with that. Since I'm technically not. Like, I feel like that
Well,
would
I
come
mean,
back
I
to
think
bite my
you're
parents.
technically English nobility. Like all three of you are like actual English nobility. So you're nobles of the kingdom. Like well, so that's the thing. You guys, your family was like from way back when the Romans controlled Britain, and you
All
guys
right, I keep forgetting how
stuck
long ago that
around.
was.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Okay,
You guys
yeah.
stuck around after the Romans left, right? And so you just
Right.
became a family in part of in Mercia and stuff, right? Like when it became.
So then people probably wouldn't really care that much because I was kind of picturing. that
No,
they-
yeah, you're not foreign nobles, but I think just because you're the low Azamar, like there still is a little bit of a like everyone just kind of thinks you guys are kind of weird.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, you're not outcast, but you're definitely socially like kind of pushed to the side for a lot of things. In Donan, what did we say about your character and like how you fit into the nobility situation here? I can't remember. I feel like we said something in. I don't remember. Oh, you were like a son of a diplomat.
Yeah, so I'm trying to work out exactly what I want that to be.
Okay, sure.
I think maybe I'm actually an acolyte,
Okay.
following like a high priest.
Do
Or I
you
was.
follow Dragonborn Jesus?
No,
Okay.
no. So I think we're kind of a smaller animistic cult.
Oh.
We worship the spirits of the streams and the land and the rivers, but not like in a druidic sort of way, but like in an
Okay.
actual. There are actually spirits, and they're guiding and changing things, as opposed to like nature druids and the trees are unhappy kind of deal, right? We like that's actually the dryads that we're worshiping kind of deal.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'm into it.
I think we'll kind of play that angle. So because looking at a little bit at Pictish religion before getting started here, just like 5 minutes of research told me that they were kind of more animistic.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Which does present a little bit of difficulty with the whole cleric idea. That there's not really like a specific god that intervenes directly. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to pull in the spirits theme and make that a little more, I'm a cleric and it's still divine, but it's the sort of spiritism.
Yeah, no, I'm totally down with that. Yeah, because it doesn't say in the cleric, like the mechanics for the cleric, right? That you're like actually like speaking with a god directly or anything like that. There's nothing like that, so we can flavor it any way we want to. So
aren't there
I'm
spells
super into
communing
that.
with a god? I mean, not that you
There
could.
are, but you can easily like make that
Right.
be communing with the spirits. That's very
Yeah.
easily to do. Yeah, I'm super into that. Yeah, definitely like Pictus animistic religion. Totally into that.
Hey, do we
okay,
have
cool.
the 5th edition like like PDF?
So all of the player's handbook stuff is in this Roll20. So if you go to the little I on the side of the screen, you can find any of the rules that are in the player's handbook.
Okay.
You can type it in there and search.
Okay.
So you should be able to have that.
Just for reference.
Yep, everything should be in there. So
all right, let's start. Let's kill some stuff.
yeah, and so right, the other character in our little party here is, and you got to remind me how to pronounce your name again.
I might not pronounce the last name right, but Lisig Limitaire.
Lisig Le Metier.
Yeah,
I think that's
probably
probably how it's
more
pronounced. Yeah, Leasig. Okay, so I got to remember Leasig because I always want to say Leisig for some reason. Yeah, Leasig. So, yeah, Carly's playing Leasig Le Metier, and Leasig is a halfling, and she's gonna have her own reason for being here. And basically, I think how we start off this session is you guys are gonna try to steal from this nobleman, and Leasig is also going to try to steal from this nobleman.
Yes.
And we're going to see how this goes.
Awesome. Okay.
So here, I'm gonna drag you guys to a map real quick.
Is there a crying girl in one of the carts that's going to give us a wish
No,
when it turns into a giant god? No. Okay.
No.
All right.
no. There's also not a girl that's gonna turn into a praying mantis
Oh,
in
okay.
this
all right.
carriage.
I would much rather get a wish from a giant god than fight a praying mantis again. But that's
Yeah.
okay.
Remember that was our Apocalypse World. one
yeah.
shot?
I remember.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I remember that
I wanted
clearly.
to make sure.
Praying mantises nearly killed my character.
The only thing in that entire universe that could take on Fifi.
Fifi. Yeah. So we are here with this map, this fun little map. So you guys are on the road here, and so yeah,
I was literally about to start doing
and so we see. I think the first shot we get right is the Sherwood Forest, right? Like a wide shot of Sherwood Forest, and we get like on the screen. What? What Jurassic Park theme?
Pretty
I
sure
mean,
that wasn't. The
I
right
feel
one.
like we definitely get a sort of. I mean, so in my playlist for this campaign that I've made, the first track is definitely the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves theme, the overture. Right, so we start hearing. No, we started hearing
There's only one
that.
song.
Don't get us
hearing the-
copyright striked now, Connor.
Crap, you right.
We start hearing a theme that sounds somewhat familiar, somewhat
Jurassic
similar
Park?
to that. No, Connor. And I'm probably going to make a theme for this eventually, but
Cool.
but yeah, we hear some like high brass, and we see Sherwood Forest. We get it on the bottom of the screen, says, lets us know that's where we are, and it says, let's see, what time of year is this? I think this is March.
Oh, spring.
Yeah, March 1st, 1492.
Columbus sailed the Sherwood Green.
But why though?
Why? Why
the
though?
question is how? How did he sail the green?
Yeah.
How'd you even do that, man?
I mean, fantasy. It's fine.
So we see Sherwood Forest, and then we kind of pan down and get below the tree canopy, the forest canopy, and we see our first three characters here. We see Ulrich, Erastus, and Donan in this like small clearing over here, off the side of the road. They're waiting. The carriage hasn't come yet, and you guys are waiting in ambush for this carriage that is going to come. And so you guys know that this nobleman that you're going to steal from today, his name is Bartholomew Babington.
Ugh.
Yeah, so Lord Babington. And he is just, I mean, he's a jerk. He's not a good guy, right? Like he's highfalutin, he cares only about his own like wardrobe, and he is, helplessly oppressing the peasants under his care. And you guys have taken it upon yourselves to relieve him of his possessions today. Anything he happens to be carrying on him.
Justifying our amoral actions.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And so you've gotten word that Bartholomew Babington is going to be carrying some important items today, some valuable merchandise. And if you could relieve him of it, well, you just might be able to give back to the poor what was taken from them.
The
Get
poor.
the spell of alliteration.
Poor.
Bartholomew Babington.
Yeah.
Can I access your guys' character sheets?
Yes.
Oh, so I can look at all your skills and stuff like that?
How dare you?
No, I
If
can't.
I
look at
had skills.
Oh! I can look at Josh's, but not David's.
Oh yeah, David's is the only one that.
Get wrecked.
Because what I did was before you guys were on the Roll20, I just set all of these characters to be edited and controlled by everyone, so that when you guys got on Roll20, you would be able to access it even if you hadn't been on the Roll20 before. So
Also, my character sheet is, well, it's right now, but it looks like I have way more stuff than I do. So,
right, I think we get a pan. We pan around these three, and so tell us what you're doing, what's going on, and like a description of your character. So I think we start with Ulrich. So we see Ulrich Swain, standing here. I assume you guys are kind of like
swaying it up over here.
You guys are kind of like discussing, right? Like what this is gonna look like how the ambush is gonna go, basically the game plan. So what does Ulrich look like, and what is he doing right now, Connor?
He's honestly probably sitting down reading a book.
Okay. So like on like a rock, he's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Can we see what the title of the book is?
No, I can't come up with anything.
what kind of armor are you wearing? Are you actually wearing plate armor? I mean, I know you're not. Because
No, he's probably reading a history book of Robin Hood.
Nice. Wait, is
Trying to get inspiration.
Yeah. What?
How recent is Robin Hood? Is he recent enough that it would be a history book, or would it be like a?
Oh yeah, it would be. Well, it wouldn't be a history book. No, yeah, it would be like a legend, like a folklore thing that you're reading, Connor. Yeah. More than like an actual history.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I mean, Robin Hood was like Crusades, so like about 300 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Give or take.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is like almost Renaissance, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Now, are there going to be muskets and stuff like that, or are we?
No, I don't think muskets have been invented quite yet.
Okay. Cool. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, Josh's character sheet doesn't really make sense to me.
It's not done. Don't try to read my character sheet. It's on D&D Beyond, not Roll20. I'm in the middle of trying to understand spells without asking questions about them.
Oh, gotcha. I understand.
Because I didn't play a caster when I played Pathfinder, so I'm like desperately trying to figure out. I got rules on one monitor. I've got my character sheet here.
Yeah.
I've got my other character sheet on the other monitor. I'm thinking through things. I'm trying, dude.
You're all good. You're all sorry.
And you should be able to, Josh. You should be able to drag the spells right from the compendium over to your character sheet. You don't have to put them in manually. If you go to the little eye on the top Roll20 there and just type in the name of the spell, you should just be able to find it and just drag it onto your character sheet and it will automatically put it on where it's supposed to go.
Okay.
If it's from the player's handbook.
If it's from the player's handbook, but I assume that most of the spells that you'd have would be
Yeah.
from the player's handbook.
Yeah, I'm not David. I don't have all of these things read already.
Yeah.
Not planning
I
on.
mean, I didn't either. I just knew specifically what I wanted from each book. So.
So yeah, what does Ulrich look like and what is he doing?
He's got. Let me look at my character sheet so I don't screw any of this up. That'd be funny. I think I wrote this all down. It's got to be somewhere here. It takes me an hour to scroll down. I'm trying to fix that.
Well, he looks a little bit like that token at the very least.
Yes. Where are like description words? I mean, I know he has brown hair and brown. And
It'd
green.
be in bio, Connor.
Green eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. No.
It's right in the top.
Drag and drop.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm sorry. So he's got brown hair. He's got green eyes. He's super chill. He's got like short wavy hair. He's just chilling. He probably hasn't said a word in like an hour. He's just chilling, reading a book. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
He's got his chainmail on and he's got his sword at his side, and he's just sitting on a rock reading.
Cool. Yeah, and so I think we pan around.
How long have we been at this?
Oh, in terms of like being Robin Hood, I don't know. I would think long enough that you've gotten good at it, right? At least passably so, but like not good enough that you've. Wait. So I don't know if we established. Are you guys like under personas when you do this?
I don't know. That's a good question. What makes sense for your guys' characters? And I'll just follow along. Would you guys be disguised?
I probably would be.
I would not be necessarily trying to hide myself.
Okay, let's just say. Well, I mean.
Yeah. Actually, to be fair, I probably don't bother because how many Fawn ASMR are
right. That's what I was wondering. It's like
I have 20 years of blue skin, so.
So yeah, we're probably not hiding this.
Okay, yeah. So it's just kind of known that like you guys are the ones who are doing this.
Yep.
I'm into it. But maybe like people haven't been able to like actually bring enough proof against you because you all are nobles, right? To actually like get you guys convicted of this, but everyone kind of knows. I'm totally into that.
What, me? Who, me?
Yeah. So yeah, I think we pan around and we see Erastus Camber, which is an awesome name, by the way. I love all of your guys' names. I just like to say that. So we see Erastus. What is he doing? What does he look like? What's going on?
So Erastus is a fallen, or in the setting, a low ASMR. He's got like grayish, mostly gray, but slightly tinted blue skin, and he's got like white hair pulled back into a ponytail because that's the only hairstyle any of my characters will ever have now. He's wearing, I think it's chainmail, if I remember correctly. What armor do I have? Hold on, sorry. It's not supposed to be that because I don't want chainmail, but that's what I start with. Yeah, chainmail. So yeah, he's wearing chainmail with like a blue tabard over it. And he's got a rapier and a shield, but both are like the shield's on his back, like slung over his shoulder, and the rapier's in his sheath. And I think he's probably just like sitting on a stump, sort of whistling to himself, sort of looking through the woods. And I have a question: what kind of armor does Ulrich wear? Is it that you also have chainmail?
Yeah, he has chain too.
And Donan, what kind of armor do you have? I know we'll find out in a second. I'm just curious.
Scale mail.
Okay, I think we should probably be standing in the middle of the road, but that's okay.
I mean, you guys can, right? Like, you guys are. I'm just assuming you can be wherever you want to be.
I was just curious. I don't care either way. I was just like, I feel like we're not going to stealth up on these guys. But
I mean, yeah, I don't think it was ever the idea to stealth on them.
Yeah. Okay. I was just saying, quite literally.
None of you are good at doing
that. We all have
that.
heavy armor, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
None of you are good at stealthing.
But anyways,
right.
yeah. So,
what skills do you guys have?
I mean, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So,
sorry.
Yeah, that's just he's just sort of sitting down, whistling to himself, sort of waiting for something to happen.
Sure.
He's got kind of a pleasant look on his face or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And then we pan around and we see Donan McKentigern.
Donan McKentigern. And don't you forget.
Don't you forget it.
Aye, that's me.
Yeah, so what does he look like? What's he doing?
Donan is short. But being a dwarf, he doesn't let that stop him from getting in your face. He has a thick beard and a tonsured hairstyle where the hair ends at about this height, and top of his head's completely bald with like lightning tattoos
Nice.
down it.
Down his head?
Down across his scalp.
Cool.
I mean, if you're gonna have tattoos,
Yeah, if you're gonna have tattoos, go all out, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's wearing
I
scale mail, carrying a shield and a warhammer.
nice.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a tanky party.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is he doing? Are you all just kind of like whistling to yourselves? Like,
Let's do my thing. How dare you?
I mean, I think he's kind of running his thumb over the stylized lightning bolt etched across the top of his shield
sure.
and contemplating the mysteries of divine magic.
Mm-hmm. Of course, as you do.
Slash preparing my spell.
Right. Cool. Yeah, and so I think we hear you guys, or we just see you guys like doing this, right? Ulrich's reading a book. Erasmus is kind of like whistling to himself. Donan's looking at his, kind of like contemplating. Yeah.
Where should we put goals?
Put it in bio. There'll be a space there somewhere, like notes or something. And I guess I mean let's go ahead and just maybe start with that real quick before we get any further. Yeah, what do we have for goals? What does everybody want to accomplish this session? If you don't have anything, that's totally cool.
I have a little bit of an idea. It's just gonna take me forever to get to my sheet.
Well, here, actually, let's just keep going. Look, for first session, we'll worry about goals kind of at the end and get an idea of what's going on, and you can kind of retroactively write some goals if you haven't thought of any. Just because the situation will kind of be introduced to you guys, and you'll have a bit more idea of what's going on when we get to the end of this. So, I think what happens is we cut away from these three, and we see a short little girl making her way through the forest. What does Lisig look like as she's kind of creeping her way along to set up her own ambush?
She is about 3 feet tall. She has black hair and silver eyes, and she's wearing like a dark green handkerchief like over her nose and mouth.
Nice. Somebody who knows how to do it right.
Right. Yeah, so I think what we see, right, is we see Lisig like come up behind a tree and like look around it, and then that's when we see the carriage start to like rumble along the road, and we see that right, there's a couple of guys on horses and like a carriage, right? There's 2 guys on horses, like on one in front of the carriage, one in behind the carriage, and there's 4 guards sitting on the carriage itself, 2 kind of like on the back, like kind of just like facing back towards the back of the road, and 2 at the front, kind of like driving the carriage. And we see Lisig kind of like look over a bush or something, right, at this entourage kind of making its way through the on the road, and then we see you kind of like creep alongside it, and we cut back to Ulrich and the gang, and you guys hear the approach of the carriage. So what do you do?
All of us together?
Yeah.
Have we determined what the plan is, or have we just assembled here without a plan because we're all fighters and not I mean, I assume your character would have thought about this.
How did this usually go?
Yeah.
I don't know. Every time's different. Because these 2 kind of stop getting themselves hurt.
I mean, yeah, I guess I just look over at the other 2 to see if they move. Do either of you make any kind of... I'm still whistling, so I don't know, they might hear us, but... And if either of you do anything, I just start walking out towards the road, whistling, and I take out my sword or my rapier and my shield.
I think Donan gives him a glare about the whistling.
It's not going to make any more noise in
I mean, is Ulrich or Donan following?
Yeah, I think he just shrugs at your glare and just keeps walking.
I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna.
Yeah, is the plan just to like stand in the middle of the road?
Probably.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm about it.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So, D&D question.
Mm-hmm.
Spell components.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as
cleric, how does that work?
Yeah, so as long as you don't have a spell component, like material component that like costs anything, like has a cost on it, we can assume that you have it. But if you have a verbal or somatic component, right, that's speaking and or moving your hands. So you just have to keep track
Also,
of that.
Can I assume that we're doing the thing where when you cast a spell, you ask the person who's casting it what it looks like? Because
Oh yeah, for sure.
okay, good. Because I've always kind of hated the somatic, verbal, and material components of spells in D&D because they feel kind of boring and limited compared to just like deciding what your spell looks like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm always just
So-
gonna be like,
Yeah, so I
Alright,
think
what
as
your
long
spell looks
as we establish that you can't cast a spell if your hands are bound, if it has a somatic thing, then I guess we just get to decide what it looks like,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, it does look like the baseline for what you have to do, right? You have to say a thing if you have a verbal component. You have to move your hand somehow if you have somatic components, and if you have a material component, you have to use them somehow in what you're doing. But any other description is totally fine. So yeah, I'll just drag you guys over here.
Because, like, so you're saying if it has a material cost, I need the material, or is it saying that if
Yeah,
it's got a
if you-
material that's like an unreasonable amount of material,
So
like a
if
sprinkle of
it's-
holy water, for example, is that something
we
that
can
I'm gonna
always
need to have in
assume
my
that you
kit?
have that sort of thing, as long as we can just say like you pull out a little vial of holy water that you had,
Yeah.
but as long as it doesn't have an actual cost given, if
it'll
that's the
say
case, we have to
worth
make sure that you acquire it beforehand and have
Oh, I see. So, like in this case, 9th level spell gate
it. Mm-hmm.
has verbal, somatic, and a material cost of a diamond worth at least 5,000 GP.
Yes, so we have to have established that you have
Okay.
that, but otherwise we can just
So you
assume.
don't just wake up and be like, oh, a diamond for 5,000 gold.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think you just automatically are assumed to have gotten those things when you prepared the spells
Yep.
at the beginning of the day. If
Mhm.
you even have to prepare spells, which I don't know if clerics do. I think you just pray.
No, there are certain prepared spells that I think I need to prepare. I
Yeah.
can't remember how this all works because
Yeah, I was
I-
gonna look at that myself.
haven't sat down to read the book.
I
I was
think
just
it
gonna
is-
figure it out as I play, and then I realized now that was maybe the wrong idea. But
It's all good. Yeah, I think
It's
the idea
okay.
is that when you prepare them, that includes getting the things that are required to cast them.
I
Assuming
cast smite. Wait,
that's my thing. You can't do that.
That's your thing, isn't it? I cast.
Actually, you might be able to. I don't even know.
I have some decent cantrips.
So I
So
think Smite and Divine Smite are different.
Right, so I
I'm
guess
a
like
little
who's
confused
standing in
what's all
front?
this.
How is this working? Who usually does the talking?
I mean,
I assume I'm in front because I started walking first, unless somebody goes like intentionally tries to be like getting in front of me.
no. I believe I'm the only person that has a persuasion skill though.
Well, my charisma is 19 and I have persuasion, so
Oh yeah, you win.
My courage was 8.
oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow.
My wisdom's 16. So
Wow, that's pretty good, yeah.
You're pretty wise.
Yeah, I rolled really well on the stats for this character. I only have one negative, and it's my intelligence because what's the phrase? Paladance, I believe, is the technical terminology.
Paladins, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
And I'm surrounded by idiots.
I mean, technically,
Well, Ulrich is really smart.
it's like a
Oh.
9. It's not that bad, but I'm not Berg or anything.
Granted, my int's only 10, so that doesn't help either.
Okay, I'm only one less than you. Then it's not that bad. Anyways, yeah, I think I'm in front.
Okay, yeah. So the we see the carriage in the two horses. Like there's a guy like a guard on a horse in front of the carriage and a guy on the horse in the back of the carriage. And the guy on the horse in front of the carriage like reins in and the carriage stops and like a distance away from you. And the guard like glares at you three and said, and Lisa, you're like watching all of this from the bushes over there. Actually, real quick, Lisa, let's actually have you make the first roll here. Because you need to roll to stealth, right?
Yeah.
Because I assume that you're hiding and waiting for the moment
Yeah.
to spring, but we want to make sure that you actually can do that. So you should be able to just click on stealth on your character sheet, and yeah, we'll see. See how well that goes. Yeah, look at that 21.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, Lisa gets so hidden. So what do we see from? I mean, we get a quick shot of Lisa as she's hiding in the trees over here. Where is she hiding? Like, how's she stealthing herself?
I mean, she's really small, so she's literally just like hunched behind a bush and like peering through, and like she's been following this carriage along. So once it stops, she just kind of like stops and like crouches down even lower, just watches.
Sure. Yeah. So the guard like glares at you, Erastus, and says, "It's pronounced Erastus, correct?"
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be pronounced Erastus. Yeah, the guard, this guy right here with the looks like that, and he says, "Get off the road."
Get off the road.
Yeah, he just looks around and he says, last I checked, it's a public road. I don't.
This is the King's Road, and it's not good for ne'er-do-wells to be roaming on the King's Road. Unless they want to get hit by the King's men.
Ulrich is still reading.
You just have the book in your hand. That's awesome.
That's his disguise. He just has the book in front of his face.
You have like eye holes in the book. You just strap it on your face.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I mean, these guys aren't like royal guard, are they? I mean, they're not the king's
No,
guard.
yeah. I mean, they're members of the like guard for this nobility.
Right, yeah. I didn't think so.
Yeah. He's making a patriotic statement more than anything.
I just look around and I'm like, well, I'll keep an eye out for them. But meanwhile, I hear you have some expensive stuff on board.
Yeah, are you casting that spell, Donan?
No, I hit the wrong button.
Okay, that's fine.
I was trying to click on the...
Donan just starts casting the spell.
I was trying to click on the, hey, what is this thing button.
Yeah,
I clicked on that.
If you're anything like me, that will happen to you a lot. Because there's this part on the sheet where if you click it, it tells you what it does. And another part where if you click it, it posts it in the chat. And it's like, but it's the same mechanic. Why would you make it do different things? But anyways, yeah.
So, yeah, he's glaring at you again. And he says, I won't say it again. Get off the road.
So he just ignored me saying that he has expensive stuff? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm like, I might be able to be persuaded for some of that expensive stuff I mentioned.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you can make a roll for that,
No.
but
Of course not.
yeah.
I'm just waiting for him to try and fight me.
Right.
I also have my weapon drawn. Like,
sure, yeah. Ulrich or Donan, are you doing anything?
Standing there waiting for him to get hit so I can fix him. I mean, kind of just holding my hammer looking menacing because can't think of anything more intelligent to do than that.
Wait, so did you come out of the woods too?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I thought all three of us were standing in the
all
road.
three of
but I
you
guess
standing in the middle of the road.
Oh, so you came
That's
out
what we had
reading the
said.
book? Okay, I thought you were still reading in the forest. Okay.
No. They're literally all standing. They're standing behind you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So I think he draws his sword and he shakes his head and he says, we're not having any of that. Devil.
I look at the others and I shrug and I'm like, well, it was worth a try. Hey, I'm not a tiefling. Get out of here.
Lisa's like looking through the bushes and starts rubbing her hands, like they're gonna be distracted.
Yeah, like I'm gonna steal all the things while they fight. I was like, what if this is just her stealing while she's stealthed and she leaves and then you have to make another character? It's like no one is ever gonna see you.
Obviously, Caleb's gonna make something happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right? Yeah. I was just like, my passive perception is 12. It's the inverse of the number that you rolled, so I'm not gonna see you. That's for sure. Anyways, yeah. So I mean, I just looked at them. I'm like, well, it was worth a try.
And then, are you just like attacking, or?
I mean, I'm waiting for them. I don't expect that they'll be very dangerous, so I'm just
I mean,
like,
yeah,
all right.
I guess. I mean, they don't like wait around for you guys to attack. I think they just.
Oh, he just drew his sword and stayed there.
He did.
That's lame. Okay.
Well, no. So what I'm saying is, I don't think that he would wait around for you guys to attack first. That's what I was saying.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And
That's
so,
cool, 'cause I was going to wait around for him to attack. So.
right.
Initiative, I suppose.
And so I think that's what we're doing. I think it's initiative time. So let's
20.
wait. You gotta wait until I put the initiative order up. Make sure you're clicking on your token
I forgot that was
when
the
you
thing.
roll initiative.
I'm not re-rolling that though. We got a 20.
Okay, I'll just add you manually.
Thank you.
All right. Because all of my numbers are in here, initiative is based upon what?
Dex.
There should be an initiative button to click on the
My
very-
numbers aren't all in
Yeah.
here.
Oh, they aren't. Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's
Hang
just
on.
D20.
I
If
see-
as long as you have your dexterity on there already, it should be fine. You should just be able to
Yes,
click.
'cause it's only your
Let
dex
me try this and see what it rolls.
Yeah, it should only be dexterity.
I think I have my
10.15. What? I don't know what that means.
No, it's
it's
a dex
d-
tiebreaker.
decimal scaling.
It's a dex tiebreaker. So that yeah.
I see. And I didn't get one because I rolled like a no. Okay, I see.
Yep.
You know, it rolls up like decimals. No, just to
Yeah,
be
well,
extremely specific.
I know it's that's their dex score.
No, I know. I was just.
Okay, never mind.
Dex score?
Yeah.
It's not my dex score.
I mean, not your bonus, your actual score, isn't it?
That's not my dex score.
15, 13. Is
My
13
dex
your
Score
dex?
is 13.
my dex score is 12.
Okay.
For some reason, it scaled it to
Uh,
1.13.
It scaled it to
weird.
intelligence, I think. Oh no, that just says in it. Sorry.
That's
That's
weird.
meaning
Anyways,
initiative.
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Let
it's-
me.
That's strange.
At initiative underscore bonus.
I mean,
Yeah, there might
13
be
and
a
12
thing
are
that
the
you can
same
change.
bonus, so we can use that roll for now. But that's confusing.
I am confused.
Yeah.
Unless
it
it's
is
like
confusing.
added something that it shouldn't have
Yeah, I don't know.
on here. Like I'm pretty sure I just set my dex to my base. Unless I'm supposed to do. Unless in here am I supposed to set my like bonus on attribute options because of my class and race selection and then use my like the dex add that I did when doing point buy
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not quite sure.
in order to make that work? Because I just put my totals in the little bubble.
Yeah, it's just the total. Yeah, the total of your stat will give you the bonus above it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
Okay.
done in any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You add it up
it's
first.
weird.
But I mean, it doesn't matter unless somebody ties, and if they do, let's go whoever has an higher number. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be working mostly off of my D&D Beyond sheet
Mhm.
Yeah, me
so I
too.
can get most of this
It's-
filled in.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's pretty.
Okay. Erastus, you have the initiative, my friend.
I mean, I hold action to attack somebody if they come in range.
Okay, sure.
I probably like step up. I mean, okay, there's no ranged weapons on these guys, right? As far as I can tell.
I think they. Well, let me double check. No, they all have spears. I don't know why they would, but I guess they all have spears. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why guards would come around with like. Yeah. All right. So then, yeah, I just I walk up and then to where I indicated, and then I just ready action to attack somebody if they come into range.
Okay, sure. Oops, I keep. Donan, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cool. It's just Google Chrome that's doing it for my Roll20, so
Huh.
I now have a working Roll20.
That's good.
Yay!
Wait, did you not
Very-
have a working roll 20
Very confused all of a
No,
sudden.
it just wouldn't. It was like the slowest thing on the planet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And yeah, it worked. It
Yeah,
just didn't.
I see what you mean now.
Okay, I take that back. Hold up a sec. All of the everything just looks weird.
What are you trying to do?
just trying to get Roll20 to work, I guess.
All like the bars and stuff like that like keep your scores in are really funky all of a sudden.
Funky town.
My suggestion: press Control and hit F5.
Okay.
It'll force the page to reload all assets and
Okay.
refresh itself completely.
Donan, it's your turn.
Yeah, I know. I think I am also going to hold action.
Makes sense.
Hold that action. Yeah. Do it.
You gonna ready it to do anything specifically?
Okay, so what's the mechanics here?
You have to
For the
set
attack
a
cycle.
specific trigger, and then if that trigger happens, then whatever action you decided to do will occur. So for me, I said the trigger was if somebody comes into melee range, and if an enemy comes into melee range, I'm going to make a melee attack. You could also say if an enemy comes into melee range, I'm going to cast a spell, I think.
Yes, you can, as long as it's an
Yeah.
action, you can ready.
Oh yeah, you don't need Workcaster to do that. That's just for reaction, for attack opportunities.
Yep.
So yeah, you can just, any action that would normally take your action on a turn, you can wait to do it later based on that trigger.
Okay.
But the trigger has to be specific, and you can't like redo your action.
Then I think I'm going to ready myself to, if somebody makes an aggressive movement, to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Ulrich.
They haven't made a move yet, correct?
Yeah, the first guard, the guard on that horse there, he drew a sword, but like hasn't yet made a move to attack. Or spear,
Okay.
I guess, because they help spears.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit then. I'll just attack. I'll just be a normal dude for now. So I can move
Oops,
up to normal
that's-
6 squares for now.
That's not the button to post in chat.
I love the idea that Donan is just accidentally like casting off wild spells.
I don't love that idea.
Yeah, Ulrich, do you want to like ready an action to attack someone if they
It's the war.
get in melee range, or are you just attacking?
Oh, we haven't fought yet.
No.
Oh,
Nothing's happened yet.
yeah. I'll
We're just
stand
waiting
next
for them
to-
to come attack.
You guys
us.
just got higher initiative, so
Oh yeah, I'll stand next to Erastus here and
ready an action to melee attack if someone comes.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sword wall.
Yeah. Leesig.
Yeah, sword and shield, and he's just like,
So you put away your book.
yeah. He
Draw
puts
your
his
sword.
book in his pocket.
How big was this book?
Like a medium sized.
Pocket size.
So he
Yeah, like
puts
a
it in his
satchel.
pack. Yeah, he puts it in his satchel. Yeah.
That's
in
an
his pocket.
action. You have to put an item. No, I'm kidding.
Hey.
Could
Hey.
drop the book, come back for it later.
Yeah.
This year dropping.
He
is
would
a
never
free
drop
action.
a book on that.
Yeah, he would
There's-
never drop a book.
There's a lot of weird things in this game where you drop your item so that you can switch to another item so you can use it, and then later you pick up your other item. And just because it makes the most sense mechanically, but your character's
Yep.
just constantly dropping.
Constantly just dropping things, picking them up again. Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
It's like playing Path of Exile with a full inventory.
It's
You're constantly picking things up and dropping them, and your character is constantly complaining about not having enough pockets.
Yep, sounds about right.
So Leesig, it is you. What's he gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna start crawling through the bushes towards the side of the carriage.
Right. So you want to try to
Because in
stealth
her
up?
mind, this is the best kind of distraction because they're all gonna be focused on what's happening and not like actually protecting what's inside.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. So you can. So just as a refresher for everybody, in terms of what you can do on a round, right? You can make a move action, which is up to 30 feet. So each square is 5 feet.
Unless you're small. Then
Unless you're small. I guess you can move 25 feet. I think, Leesig.
and I believe.
Yeah, small steppy
that-
bites.
Hey.
Yeah, Donan also can only move 25 feet.
Hey. Why is Erastus level 3?
He's
I'm not. I filled out my character sheet at a level 3 because I was being hopeful, and I'm much too lazy to delete all that and rewrite it. So I have my stuff for level 1 somewhere else, and I'm going to just keep an eye on that and not cheat
Okay, fair enough.
I paid enough attention to this build to be very familiar with the specifics.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're just gonna move up then, Lisig, and try to. What are you gonna try to open the carriage?
Not yet.
Okay, you're just
He's
gonna
staying
be
in the
right
bushes,
there.
but on the very edge. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So just basically readying yourself to like,
Yeah.
go in, sneak in, and grab something if the chance arises. Okay, cool. It's the guards' turns, and so this guy is going to ride forward, try to attack you.
He's not going to come down his horse and fight like a nice person.
No, of course not.
What a tool. All right.
And I'm going to fire off my thingy.
Yeah, I mean, so all of your ready actions happen.
However, does that trigger work?
I mean,
like,
all of your stuff just
Trigger
happens
before he attacks?
Yeah, it's before.
Yeah, it's before.
It
Okay.
happens on the trigger, which is before he does his thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I think you could probably make after somebody attacks, do this.
You
right?
could also do that, but yeah, I would assume the
But why
assumption
would
would be
you
when he moves to threaten you guys, he would attack first.
Yeah,
kind
because
of.
his aggressive movement is him,
Yeah.
moving
Right.
the horse forward. So
Yeah.
that would trigger before David's would trigger.
Mhm.
We want to be pedantic about triggering our triggers.
You do, because they're important
I
sometimes.
should set up my triggers to trigger when David's triggers trigger.
Just we can all trigger together.
Hey, watch it, Josh. I'm triggered.
Yeah. And
Yo, dog, I heard you like triggers.
this guy is gonna be mulch.
Yeah, he's just gonna die. But yeah, so all of your stuff happens. So Donan, go ahead. I mean, all of you guys just go ahead and roll your stuff.
Well, we got to do it in order so they find out who kills him.
Sacred Flame.
So yeah.
Donan calls out.
Yeah, what does this look like?
He calls out something in Gaelic. Because it's not Scottish, it's Gaelic.
Got it.
Scottish Gaelic. But it is Gaelic. Calls out in Gaelic. The Wrath of the Light.
Nice.
And he throws his hands forward. And just a bolt of blinding light shoots down out of the sky through a gap in the trees and engulfs the guy, dealing 6 radiant damage.
Yeah, so we'll see if he dodges it or
He
not.
target must make a saving. Or
Yeah,
must
so he
succeed
actually
on a
makes the
dex-
save, and so the Sacred Flame doesn't even happen actually, or I mean, it happens, but like he dodges it.
Yeah.
So
okay,
no
that's fair.
damage. So this happens, right? Donan like calls down fire from the sky, but the guy like weaves his horse away in fright as it comes down, and then like tries to like attack with his spear, but then Erastus and Ulrich are right
Does
there.
he make that noise, please?
Yeah, probably, because he
an
realizes suddenly that he's gonna die.
Yep. You done goofed, boy. All right. Now who do we want to do their thing?
It's probably Erastus first.
Okay.
Honestly, it should have been. It probably was Erastus. Like,
Well, no, because his trigger was first.
oh yeah, no, Donan's was first. Yeah, so it's Erastus then next, because you readied your action
Yeah.
before Ulrich did. So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So I will go ahead and make a weapon attack. Wait, let me make sure the bonus is right on here.
A weeping attack? What are you cutting
That's-
onions?
that's
Can make him
not-
cry.
Hang on. How do you know that you made that dex save?
Got a
'cause,
17.
the DC is I think he looked at your spellcasting DC.
Spell save is DC's 8+ proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier.
Yeah, so that would be 12 plus whatever your wisdom is. Modifier.
Okay, yeah, 13 is my DC.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Why is my... Oh, okay, so my attack bonus is actually wrong because it's counting my charisma. So let me fix that now. Still using my strength.
I'm not seeing my domain in the SRD here. Do I need to buy you a book? All they have is the life domain, and I'd like to use the Tempest domain, which is like in the normal player's handbook,
Yeah.
but it's not in the SRD.
Oh man, can you guys not? This
Is-
is so frustrating.
the
You guys
basic
should
rules
all
have-
have access to it. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Oh, wait, no, the handbook should have it, yeah. That's
Yeah, I
weird.
can't see the handbook. I can see the...
So when you type Tempest in, nothing comes up.
Uh-huh.
That's dumb.
Yep, no results found.
Yeah, they were having the trouble with that too. Here, let me try something real quick. Maybe I have to change a
So was-
setting.
Do you have to like drag it to me or something in order
I think I might
directly
have to
share it
change a
with me?
setting on the game.
Holy crap, I rolled a 1. Of course I did.
Is that a crit fail? Do you drop your weapon and go
No, fortunately, that's not a thing.
hopping around on one foot pretending to be a frog? Because, you know, the most
Oh.
disastrous
Yep.
thing in the world has to happen 1 in 20 times.
Here we go.
Yep.
Everybody just go ahead and reload roll 20, and y'all should have access to the PHP now.
I missed.
Wow.
I
You
rolled a 1.
so missed. So
Yeah.
why did you miss so bad, Orestes?
I mean, he's dodging a fireball, so
That's
I
fair.
probably
That's fair.
expected him to be one place, and then his horse was in another place, or maybe I just.
I love the idea of you guys didn't coordinate this well, and so Donan attacks, and then Erasmus was getting ready to attack, and you messed up his attack, and yeah, that's awesome. Because you're all
There
just
it is.
foolish noblemen.
We've established that we're not good at this yet.
Auric,
Yeah.
would you like to make your attack?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the guy rode up to you, dodged Sacred Flame from Donan. Erastus totally missed him. And he comes face to face with you.
So he attacked first.
Yeah, he was like riding forward with his spear, like trying to attack you guys.
Okay, but he hasn't swung yet.
No, because your guys' ready actions do happen
Okay.
first.
All right. I was just checking.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm just getting longsword, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as that's obviously my attack.
Do you just swing your longsword?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hit. Or no, it's not, actually. Sorry.
What?
It was almost a hit.
This guy should have been meat paste, and it said he's literally totally.
I know. So you guys
Ah.
both just missed.
See, I was trusting you guys to have characters that could actually hit things.
Well,
So
see, I was hoping to.
I
have a
wasn't going to
character.
play I wasn't going to pick buffing cantrips because, you know, why would we need buffing cantrips?
So what I
Oh.
think what happens, Ulrich, is you hit him, right? But like it glances off of his shield because he has a shield as well. So he blocks it with his shield as he tries to ride you down. So he is going to attack with his spear. He's going to attack, I think, Erastus.
That's rude.
He misses. So y'all just miss each other. That's all that happens. But then the other guards are going to. I think this guy on his horse is gonna come around. I don't think he can move that far though. Let's see. Oh, he can't actually.
His horses.
Yeah, exactly. So he moves here and then he attacks Erastus as well.
What? Rude. He misses.
Yeah, so they're like riding. They're like riding at you. You guys all miss each other, and then they kind of like back up and come around for another hit.
Well, there's probably a lot more parrying than missing, but
Yes.
because parrying looks a lot better in a fight scene. Than
It's
missing
true.
does.
It's true. You definitely just totally missed Erastus though, because you got a 5. You got a crit fail.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And I think the other guards are probably just like, I don't know if they would get off of the carriage to attack. I think the back two get off and start kind of moving over there. They can only get here before their movement runs out as their whole turn. Yeah, the other two guards are gonna like stay there to make sure that the nobleman is protected. So that's their turn. I think you guys hear from the carriage like, what's going on out there? And like, I think Lisa, you see Bartholomew like open the carriage door and like look out, and just yell that. Yeah, so Bartholomew Babington looks like this.
It's fine. Literally nothing happens. So is happening. I mean.
Good face for him.
So
Erastus, it's your turn.
nice. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Maybe we'll have slightly more success this time. As my level 1 character flails ineffectually.
That was a pretty effectual flail.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it was.
So I assume you're attacking the guard, not the horse.
Oh, right. Yes. No, yeah. I poke his horse.
I mean, you could. That's the thing you could do.
Okay. Unless he has like awesome horse riding stunts, I'm not gonna.
He
bother.
doesn't.
10 piercing damage.
Ugh,
Take
he's
that.
so pierced.
If I
Yeah.
had divine, I'd be incinerated, but I don't.
Yeah. So what does this look like, Erastus, when you poke him?
So yeah, I think this guy just attacked me, right?
Yeah.
They both attacked me, yeah. So I parried the first guy, and then I just duck underneath the second guy's swing, and my sword just goes straight up underneath his armpit, and
Yeah.
it is like chest
Oh.
cavity.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, and just stab him. He's just he's very poked.
Poked.
Yeah. Donan, it's
I
you.
poke your general direction.
Yeah.
that's-
So what's the deal with cantrips? If I use the cantrip, is it gone?
Nope.
No.
Cantrips can be reused indefinitely.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
I mean, I think I'm going to go ahead and throw Sacred Flame again.
Sure. On the same guard.
Which guard was the guy that got poked?
That one.
I might actually throw it at him.
Okay.
This dude here.
Do it. All right. Dex save.
Dang it.
Yep, he succeeded. So this guy weaves his horse around as you're just like calling fire from the sky, and they keep weaving around it. Ulrich, it's you.
Okay.
You see two of these other
which-
guards coming along from the side here too.
Right. Which guy is dead?
None of them
Just
are.
either of them.
This guy got poked very badly by Erastus.
I totally thought he died.
Nope.
Okay. I don't have to worry about full attacks just yet, do I? Or maybe at all?
Nope.
And I'm not engaged with this guy, so I can just. be
You
looking.
can't move through those squares because there's a horse
Oh,
there.
there's a horse. So I'll just chill over here, and I'll be like, "Hey, dude, get dead."
Do you say that?
No, he doesn't say anything.
Do you say anything? You just
No.
just silently stalk towards him and
Yep.
slash with your longsword. All right, do it.
Where is? Oh, there you are. Oh, darn! How? What?
Yeah, that's a miss.
Oof.
Level 1 characters.
I was gonna say, welcome to level 1 D&D. I miss. Oh, I'm dead.
Lisig. You see this old,
Okay.
you see this old man like poking out. You could really easily just go up and like drag him out of the carriage and go and get stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Yeah.
So now if she takes an action against this guy, does that break her stealth? 'Cause, I mean, that's pretty obvious activity.
So
right?
there's a couple of ways you could do this. Lisig, you could just try to kill him, like stealth kill him.
That's rude.
That's the thing you could do. But I mean, if you just drag him out, like he would, like shout.
Ooh.
You could just
Yeah,
try
I
to
think
snipe
she-
him from the bush.
She cares a lot about stealth, so yeah. Yeah.
Just gonna take out your short bow and just try to like shoot him. Okay. So we just see Lisig in the bush, just like.
I was gonna use Thorn Whip, but then he'd still be like shouting, so
So the camera turns to him. He's like, "What's going on?" Thump.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. But yeah, go ahead and click on your short bow there. Oh yeah.
nice.
Okay, so
Nice.
click on the name of the short bow in the chat log there to do the damage.
Do the damage. Do it.
All right, so 5 damage. So he's not dead, unfortunately.
Dang.
Ow! Oh, somebody shot me with an arrow. Ow!
Yeah, he's a hardy old man. So yeah, we see him like going like this. He's like, "What's going on out there?" And then suddenly, just arrow in the side, and he looks down. And he's like, Yep. So that happens.
Nice.
But you're still stealth because you're in the bush. So.
Do we notice that he's been shot by an arrow?
No, you hear him
Or
screaming.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that was what he was doing before. so-
Actually, Ulrich probably sees this. Ulrich, you probably see the old man like leaning out of the carriage shouting something, and then he gets hit by an arrow from the trees.
By an arrow from the trees.
Yep.
Yeah, just out of the bush comes an arrow and hits him in the side.
Oh man.
bushes, you gotta watch out for those bushes.
You do have to watch out for those bushes.
Sniper bush.
Shoot their little quills.
Sniper
Hey,
bushes.
there's somebody else stealing our loot.
No,
I
don't
played
yell
the flute.
that.
I mean, yeah, that's what he says.
I mean, it's not your turn, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's the thing.
So it's the guard's turns, and this one in front of you, Erastus, is going to try to attack you with his spear.
He goes home.
He totally misses. Yeah, so you guys are just like bashing into each other and blocking each other with each other's shields and things. And this other guy is going to do the same thing. The other guy on the horse there. Woof. Oh boy, that was a swinging roll.
Nice
So
crit.
he critted
Yeah.
on you. So as you're paying attention to the other guy, so it's the I think it's the first damage. Yeah, so it does. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that I go down.
Oh
Pretty sure.
boy. Okay, so
Ooh,
that's
what?
Yep. I don't actually have 27 health. Let me fix it.
13 health.
12. Yeah, I had 12 health.
13
So.
damage. Yeah,
Yep.
so Erastus, you're fighting
Absolutely.
this other
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, this guy comes up behind you and just stabs you with a spear.
Ooh.
I honestly love this as the first encounter because you guys are kind of incompetent and it's hilarious.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to play third level.
But I feel like if noblemen did this is how they would be. So the other two guards are going to attack Ulrich.
Miss.
Both
Oh,
very
crap,
missed.
Crit.
No,
What?
that was the second roll, and they're only taking the first roll.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so very, very bad. So they miss, and the other guards though, I think they go try to check out what just happened.
Dang
Yeah, this guy steps out,
It's okay.
and
yeah,
he's gonna make an investigation check to try to find you, Lisig, but he has to beat whatever. Well, you got a 21, was it?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's. I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, I think you're probably all right.
Yeah, so he's searching around. He's like, "Where did that come from? Show yourself!"
You
But
should
he
go
can't-
up and
he
steal
can't
his
find
chainmail off
The
of his
bushes
body.
offer no response.
The bushes offer no response. Yeah, so Bartholomew is just screaming, "Ah, the bushes shot me! They shot me! Blasted trees!" He starts yelling at the bushes. Erastus, it's you. Would you like to make a death save?
What's the Hang on. What's the thing with free actions
You can do as many of them as you want on your turn.
on your turn? Okay.
Yeah, but you can only do the amount of things that would be able to happen in 6 seconds.
Where's death saves on yours? Can't find it for some reason. There it is. Death saves. That tiny little piece.
Oh!
Look, I failed.
Erastus
one.
failed one. All right, Donan, would you like to heal Erastus? That's probably a good option here.
I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so what does this look like, Donan? What does your healing look like?
Hmm.
1d4 plus 3?
Yeah, 1d4 plus this.
Yeah, because plus wisdom, I think.
1d4 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
Sounds right.
Hmm. I'm thinking, let's see, how does this work? Creature with, so, not Erastus. Yeah, Donan just says a word in Gaelic, or says a few words in Gaelic, and Erastus's hair starts to stand on end,
Nice.
and
My point to listen to the
little arcs jump off of his skin to
Oh,
his armor,
yeah.
and to the ground,
Oh, totally. That's awesome.
and his wounds begin to reknit.
Sweet.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. I take a sharp deep breath in, and I'm like,
So, I mean, is this a familiar feeling for Erastus?
what?
Is this a familiar feeling for Erastus? I would assume getting healed
I
by
mean, I
Donan.
can heal myself, so I think I'm used to healing, like a magical healing is a thing. How much did you? 6. Okay.
6, yeah.
6. Yes.
Nice.
Cools. All right. Ulrich.
And the deal with spells is because I've used. No, that was a free action.
It was a free.
it's-
Oh, a bonus action, you mean?
Bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah,
hang
healing
on.
word is a bonus action.
Yeah, and that just means you can do that, and then also like
You can also do a regular action. Yeah.
they don't
Bonus
count
actions, right? Okay.
as actions, yeah.
Yeah, free action is like talking or something. Yeah.
Okay. So a bonus action can be done, but it has to be done on my turn still, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Reactions
But it
can be
doesn't
done.
now take away from my ability to move or
Yep.
hit.
No, yeah. So in
Okay.
a turn, you get a move, you get an action, which can be to move again if you want. You get a bonus action, which has to be the move has to specifically say is a bonus action for it to,
Okay.
to occupy that slot. So,
Yep.
like if you're me, I just don't get to take bonus actions because I don't have any.
Mhm.
Level 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to Anno Domini, where David is going to complain about being level 1 until he's level 2.
I mean, you know what wouldn't have happened is I wouldn't have complained if we just started.
I would have complained about being overwhelmed with spells.
Exactly. Yep.
You wouldn't have gone down as quick,
so
but
many cool
I
things
would
that
be
can do.
completely unuseful.
I would just be confused.
It'd be so
Now, if we had started at level 17, I have
Oh boy.
That
We
would
did a
be
level
like
10
years.
one-shot once. That was a thing.
Hey, that was the first time I ever played 5e, and I was a spellcaster, and I started level 10, so I don't want to hear it.
That's because you're David.
Is that like Batman, but less
Yes.
interesting? Okay.
You're the
Caleb,
Batman
just
of
send a
role-playing
message.
games, David.
Caleb, did you get my Zoom message?
No.
Did it get there fast?
Watch your Zoom messages.
Let me look.
Zoom.
Anyway, I mean, I think at this point, Donan's just gonna keep trying the whole sacred fire thing, or sacred flame thing. One of these days, one of these guys. Well, actually, no. Let me double check this mechanic quick.
Oh, also as a side note, there are some bonus action spells that are like levels, not cantrips. Basically, you can only cast one actual spell per turn, even if it's a bonus action. So like, you can't cast 2 level 1 spells, even if one's a bonus action, when it's an actual action. You know what I mean? Which is kind of a weird distinction, but
Yeah. So this one's a first level evocation, and then Sacred
then-
Flame is a cantrip.
that was So you can do that, yeah.
So he's gonna go ahead and cast Sacred Flame
Uh,
again, and I'm going to try to actually hurt one of these guys. I think I'm going to hit the guy in front of Erastus.
Do it. There you go, Josh.
Bang.
Shoot him. He dies.
Okie dokie. Which one are you trying to hit?
So, DC 13. Save.
Which one are you trying to hit, Josh?
This guy.
Okay, got it. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
This
He
oh my
succeeds.
gosh, this guy's a monster.
They only have a +1. They just keep rolling well.
Jeez. Apparently horses are the best anti-magic.
Yeah, they have an anti-magic field centered on their horses.
Yeah. It's a magic of mage slaying, or a horse of mage slaying.
Yeah, horse, mage slayer horse. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I want one of those.
yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Just a horse with a magic bubble. I want one.
Or an anti-magic bubble.
Well,
Yeah. So he dodges out of the way. Poor
Ironically, an
Donan
anti-magic bubble would probably be pretty
can't hit
bad.
anyone with a sacred flame. Cool. So it is Ulrich's turn.
You can do it.
That's going to really confuse me,
What
by
is
the
it?
way.
What?
What exactly?
Oh, Ulrich. Yeah, that was my
Ulrich.
Yeah.
Ulrich.
Oh
you
yeah,
asked-
Ulrich. I forgot about Ulrich.
When you asked what Ulrich looked like, I was like, is he big and Viking?
Oh.
Yeah, I totally forgot about
Also has
Ulrich.
red eyes and has an axe. Or was it a hammer? It was an axe, right?
Yeah. Okay, hold up. No, I'm not sure who Ulrich is. Who's Ulrich?
Ulrich is
Josh's
Josh's
Chrome
character from
Villagers?
season 3 of Chrome Villagers. Yeah,
Crap.
it's
fine.
It's an it's Ulrich.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. Anyway. Yeah. My character has a lot of stuff that he wanted to use to do like aggro, but at this point in time, he's not gonna try to aggro. So.
Sure. I'm just gonna attack the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
I think you should-
Hey.
You hit.
Good job. Doing the
And
thing like a boss.
do I hit longsword to roll damage?
Yep. Ooh, cool. So you 6. Guys, you can get a +2 damage. Remember, because of your fighting style.
Right, but I rolled a 1. I'm so upset.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
I did 6 damage with a 1, though. That's
Pretty cool.
Yeah, thank goodness you have a good strength modifier.
Yeah, so you slash into this guy as you're beating him back, and it is Leesig's turn. So you want to just shoot this guy again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Actually, with the hide action.
Oh
does
my
making-
gosh, he critted!
Nice.
Ooh.
Does making an attack take you out
holy
of
crap.
hidden when you take the hide action? Isn't that a thing? I feel like you're automatically unhidden when you take an attack.
let me double check.
I mean, I know that's with invisibility, but I think it's the same for hide. I'm just curious
Take a look here.
because I feel like you
Actions
have
in
to hide,
combat.
typically. Not that that's hard to do, but oh wait, never mind. You're not a rogue. It is hard to do. I keep forgetting your character's not a rogue.
It's not telling me.
It would probably be in the hide action. It does attacking
I know, but I can't
hide 5e.
find it in the rules here.
Do not forget that making an attack will reveal your position.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, let's see.
But is that like an
Well,
actual official thing, or is it
I mean, it was a guy answering a question.
right?
Um,
Yeah, I can't find the rules for hiding.
is there a way to actually look at like, is it just the compendium you have, or do you have the actual?
I have the PHP. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, hold up. I think. Let me see something here. I don't know if this will have.
Yeah. I mean, I think it makes sense to say. I mean, we can just say that the guy didn't see you before, but like, at this point, they know that you're right in that bush.
2 arrows have come
Yeah,
from the
yes.
bush, so like
But yeah, you totally murder this guy though.
nice.
So you hit him. You hit another arrow in his neck, and he just crumples and is bleeding out.
Oof.
Yeah. So he's very dead.
Nice.
But yeah, Lisa, do you want to just run up?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you just like? I mean, if you do so, the guard is right there. But I guess he sees you anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you just I don't know, take a step forward then, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't like drag him out yet because you have to use an action to do that. But like, you're like getting up into the carriage basically
Yeah.
to figure out
Oh,
where
did you
valuable
take
stuff
advantage
is.
on those shots? When a creature can't see you, you have an advantage on attack rolls against it.
Well, she hit anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. She didn't get a credit.
Right, I was curious. Oh yeah, here you are. If you are hidden, both unseen and unheard, when you make an attack, you give your location away when an attack
Okay.
hits or misses. That's actual.
Got it. Well, it's the guard's turn. So these 2 guards are going to attack you again, Erastus.
Okay. I mean, I'm prone, right?
I know. Yeah.
Okay, and they're not going to attack the guy who is not prone.
Yeah, I think actually one of them probably is gonna go.
I was going to say.
Yeah, that makes sense. One of them is gonna ride over there and try to attack Donan.
Can
So
they
this
even
the-
reach me on the ground from a horse? Wait,
He
his
can,
spear's
yeah.
fine.
He has a spear.
Yeah.
So he
Didn't just
hits.
move through my threatened area.
He just moved into it. Didn't move out of
Yeah,
it.
they have to move out of it.
Oh,
He
he did
missed.
move out of yours though, Rastus. You could take a swipe at the guy. I see. Like, or at the horse
what-
at least.
This square here. How does a 2x2 hitbox work with a 1x1 hitbox in the threatened area?
It's when he moves out.
It's
he's
when
still
you
in
move out
range,
of range.
So
Oh, only when you move out,
Yeah,
yeah.
not like
Yeah.
Pathfinder,
around
where
it.
if you take a step and you stay within their area, but you move to a different hex or a different square.
No,
it
yeah,
counts.
it's as long as you're still within their threat range. Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
okay,
I'm
that
pretty
makes
sure
sense.
I'm pretty sure I go down again, but I'm going to attack this guy first. So I forgot he had advantage, so he hit me there. But I'm going to attack this guy first. Right. Okay. Boop.
You miss.
12. Yay.
Well, wait, are you attacking the horse?
No.
Because I don't think you could have hit the guy though. You're on the ground.
That's fair. Well, I'm not gonna stab his horse. It's rude.
Okay.
I'll just get stabbed. It's fine.
All right. Yeah, you get stabbed again.
Welcome to D&D, where you get healed and then immediately stabbed.
Yup. This does happen a lot.
This is the way of D&D.
Yeah, so the guy like sees you open your eyes and get healed again, right? He sees Donan's like awesome healing magic, and he's just like, no, stabs you again.
Coming for this guy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's like bleeding out. He's terrified of what's happening right now.
Yeah, and if only I could turn into a giant evil angel person, I would make him actually terrified.
Yeah.
But I can't.
So this other guy's gonna attack Donan. He totally misses.
I'm gonna trigger something on that.
Okay.
Cause there's a thing
There's a thing.
Is it
in my
shield?
class.
Is it shield? Shield is
It's not shield.
So he's like riding
It's
up
OP,
and trying to like hit you
I
lance
probably
style.
don't have it.
I mean, clerics are pretty good. I think.
We are first level, my friend. All right, Tempest Domain. Where's my button? Where's my button? Here's a thing. Wrath of the Storm. At first level, you can thunderously rebuke attackers when a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack. Oh, hits you with an attack. Okay. So,
Got it.
does not change anything.
Okay, that's good enough.
Basically, when he hits me with an attack, use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dex saving throw.
Sure.
2d8 lightning or thunder damage on a failed saving throw and half as much on a successful one.
Fancy.
Cool.
I basically am just constantly charged electrically.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
like they
hit me,
hit you
you
and they
get
get
some
shocked.
lightning.
Yeah, for sure.
You are actually a Tesla coil.
Yes.
Mhm.
So these two guards are ganging up on you, Ulrich, and they're like trying to stab at you with their spears. What's your AC?
Mine?
Yeah.
18.
So they both miss. So they're just like ineffectually trying to stab at
That's
you.
right,
You're
boy.
blocking it with your shield. Yeah.
I'm doing what I was doing in the short story arrow. He's like advancing rather than falling back, and so every
Sure.
time they try to strike, he's always like
Right. Well, I mean, because that's how you would fight, right? Against these
Right.
spears, because you're trying to,
Yeah.
you're always closing the distance so they can't fight effectively. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So, this guard is definitely gonna attack you, Lisig. He's like,
Dang it.
What's happening? What are you doing? Get away! You killed my boss. I'm not gonna get paid today.
Kill
And
my
he
boss.
messed
Prepare
up.
to die.
Yeah. So you just like definitely dodge out of the way, Lisig.
Yeah.
The other guy is gonna step over though and try to stab at you as you get into the carriage as well. What's your AC? I think it's 13, isn't it?
Ooh, 13.
Yeah, it's 13.
Words?
She only has studded
Oh,
leather.
yeah.
You're a druid. I keep forgetting you're a druid.
So that is a hit.
Dang.
So. Oh wait. Sorry, David. You got hit for. Oh, you only got hit for 7, but you really got healed 6. Okay, yeah, you would have gotten that anyway. You get 2 damage, Lisig. So you just get nicked a little bit as you try to climb up in the carriage. It's Bartholomew's turn. I mean, I guess I'll roll a death save for him, just because. Why not?
Yeah, might as well.
Give him death saves. So he has 1 success.
Give them death saves or give them death. That's fine.
Erastus, would you like to make a death save?
No, I would not like to.
Maybe you get a 20. Just come back up with one.
Get a
Nope,
7.
another fail.
It's
so
a
far.
This isn't an important roll or anything.
Donan.
My turn.
Yep.
All right, let me just finish reviewing this updated character sheet here, because I think I might have my first level built all the way with the character
You
mancer.
know, if you
Cool.
healing word me again, that guy can stab me again.
I don't know that I can cast it again.
It's cantrip and cast it infinitely.
Healing word isn't a
Healing
cantrip,
word is not a cantrip.
Well darn. Let's say.
but I'm pretty sure I missed a couple of spells when initially burning the character, so I'm gonna, if this thing ever finish making it,
Nice.
I will use this other sheet because it's done. In the meantime, just double checking, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to give this dude on his horse a good solid hit with a Dwarven Warhammer.
Sounds like a thing.
Cause, you know, you don't get wait, what's the rule on that? Can I just give him a good solid two-handed hit with a Warhammer? Even though he's on a horse and I'm a 4-foot
Yeah, you
dwarf?
can. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
break
still
his
medium
femur.
sized though. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm totally breaking his femur. Watch this.
No, yeah, you're definitely hitting his leg. That's what's happening here.
Nope.
Darn.
Except you miss, yeah.
We cannot roll today.
Urgh.
Yeah, so try to slam him. He dodges out of the way
I
with
mean,
his horse.
he's on a horse.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm probably just too short.
It's true. Yeah.
I don't think he manages to do any sort of deft horsemanship. I think I'm just too short.
You try to swing for his chest, and you just can't.
Fighters in extended melee on a horse usually are at a disadvantage. But
It's
these
true.
guys are just gods, so it's fine.
Yeah, so that's what I'm assuming that like the this is more like they're like coming or going around you guys rather than like standing there on their horses stabbing you. Ulrich.
I'm trying to figure out if I should be like helping out my dudes.
I mean, Erastus is kind of dying.
If I roll a 1, I'll die legit. Which I would be very salty about. Cause
No, you wouldn't.
So
You'd be so
can
salty about it.
Can you hit this guy from here?
Yeah.
Okay, he's just gonna. So he's gonna kind of like shield bashes the guy in front of him, and he just turns and takes a swipe.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, do it. That's a miss.
Dang it!
Remember,
Crap.
inspiration is a thing.
Do I have any?
No, if you would like to regale us with a
You can
tale
get it.
about your character, then you can get it. But it's too late. now.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yes.
I was so confused, but I didn't want to stop the flow and ask.
That's okay.
Okay.
didn't want to stop his explanation for him to explain.
Yeah.
Well, so Connor, it
No,
says,
no. Like after he had said
I
it,
just-
I didn't understand. Come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. What now?
nothing. Never mind.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, so if I regale you a story, I'm confused. But if I regale you a story,
Basically, it's like
about-
if you reveal something about Ulrich's backstory, like give us a quick flashback, right? Then you'll get inspiration.
does it have to be relevant to why I'm able to make this hit?
Nope.
Weird.
I mean, so the original rule is just that whenever you have cool role playing, you get inspiration, and that's a terrible.
Okay.
So we've house ruled it to something less terrible.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, I feel like
But yeah,
like
you have to have it before the roll. Is the
before the
unfortunate
roll.
part. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
you have to. You can waste inspiration. Essentially, is the way that works,
Right. We
I
can
see.
say I have advantage on this, but you didn't need it, sort of thing.
and it can also not help.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I missed then.
Yeah.
So Scooby Dooby Doo.
Lisek.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hop in the carriage, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Just over the dead body. Sure.
I mean, Yeah.
Yeah.
She's small
Okay,
enough.
I mean, yeah, so
So-
you...
Do we know that she's there now that she's disabled herself? I mean, I don't.
Ulrich does. Ulrich definitely is aware of this girl that ran into the carriage.
Okay.
I'm a woman. I'm just 3 feet tall.
Yeah. Yes. I am a full-grown short woman. So yeah, Lisig, you step up into the carriage, and I mean, you want to make an investigation check to go look around, see if there's anything valuable in here.
Anything valuable, yes.
And I imagine what probably happens is Lisig gets in and then just closes the carriage door, right? So that the guards are like
Yeah.
outside. Oh man, you got a crit success. You know everything. So if you
He has
spend your
a
turn,
golden
just
tooth.
playing
It's
to
worth
my strength.
10,000 platinum
Yeah,
coin.
if you spend your turn kind of investigating this carriage, I think you find, I mean, he had a big chest of valuables next to him, which you can just barely
Nice.
carry. And you also find, I mean, he had a bunch of jewelry on him. Yeah. He had a bunch of jewelry on him that you can quickly like gather up, like signet rings and like necklaces and stuff that you can like shove into a bag. And he also, you find an envelope in his like breast pocket that looks important. It has like a wax seal on it. So you
Okay,
just like
yeah,
shove
she
all this in a
takes-
bag.
Yeah.
Cool. That happens. Okay. It's the guards' turns. So this one is gonna ignore you, Erastus, and right over to Donan. And they're both gonna attack you. Oh wow. Yeah, both those hit.
All right, boys.
TPK, boys.
Some damage, would you?
So let's see, 11 damage.
Okay. Let me.
That is your exact hit points.
I literally had this just open. Dex saving throw.
Oh right. So is this
Both of them. Both of them, because I can use it up to my wisdom. modifier. So both of them take a Dex saving throw.
Okay, cool.
If they succeed, 2d8. I'll call that lightning damage because that's fun.
Okay. Let's see. What's the save exactly? What's the
Dexterity saving
right? Well,
throw.
what's the number?
It's probably 13.
It's probably
like it
also
was for
13,
her.
isn't it? Yeah.
I would suspect that the number is my 13. Yes.
Yep. Okay, so top bottom. Second one saves. The first one does not though. So that guy's
Okay,
very
so
dead,
the
no matter what.
First, well, 2d8. 2d8.
He has one
so-
hit point left, so he just dies.
Okay.
matter what.
And bottom
Oh,
guard.
Worry.
So he
Bottom
takes
guard
half of this takes 5.
5 damage.
Cool. Yeah. So I mean, what does this look like, Donan? Like, what? How does this happen exactly?
I mean, the one guy swings his sword, right?
Spear, but yeah.
Spear. Okay. Yeah. Mm. Why you have metal banded spears? Because you think you're gonna be fighting swordsmen, right?
Yep.
Well, you're not counting on a Tempest cleric, and he just promptly electrocutes himself and dies.
Yep. They're literally like stabbing a fork into an outlet. That's what's happening right now.
It's exactly what's
Yeah.
happening.
So now, quick question. That happens when they hit you, right?
Yes.
So he still
Um,
doesn't
So you take the damage and you go down.
Mm-hmm.
but you do get to kill him first. So that's
Yes.
cool. Nice.
You totally fry these dudes, but the second guy is still alive. But
I don't know
so-
why I had 11 hit points in this one and 10 hit points in the other one.
Is your Constitution modifier different?
No.
Interesting. I don't know.
Did you roll on D&D Beyond, or did you just take?
No, I just took whatever was the default.
Yeah, David, do you want to add that up while I do this?
No idea.
You see if- You guys do the math on it and see if that's correct.
Even still, I took what, 11 damage?
Yeah, you would go down either way.
Dang
Okay,
it.
cool. So, these two guards attack Ulrich. Both hit.
What? No! Get out! Get out! Get out!
And they do. What is it? 13. Yeah, 13 damage.
Okay, well I'm 0 then.
Oh, well, interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Wait, so where did you have 12 hit points? I only see 11 on
I
both.
didn't have 12 hit points. I had 11 hit points.
Oh, but
The
they both say 11.
character sheet version 12, because I just changed it
Oh,
manually.
okay.
Did I break it for you?
No, they both said 11, and I thought one was supposed to say 12, so I was really confused. But you fixed it, so.
Yeah.
'Cause I wasn't sure what the mechanic was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's your class defines it, and then it's plus your con modifier, as far as I know. Which for you would be plus 2. It's kind of weird. All right, hold on.
Yeah, did I mess that up? And it should just be a plus. It should just be a 10.
Let's see. It is.
So these two guards, one of them yanks the door open, Leesig, and they both attempts to attack you. So I guess the guy. Well, I think only one of them can. So I guess the guy climbs into the carriage over the dead body of his employer and tries to stab you with his spear and misses horribly.
Yay!
Because your health is 8 plus your con modifier, so you should have
10.
Bartholomew fails the death save.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm just even more dead.
Erastus,
Fortunately, it doesn't matter that much.
would you like to tell us something about Erastus?
Let's see. Sure.
Well, here I can ask you a question too about this.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Who's the most important person to Erastus?
It's a good question. I mean, the answer is probably like Zeus or something, right? Like, but because he thinks he's still a guy, and that's where he thinks has his lineage and stuff from, right?
Okay, so like a Greek god.
Yeah, the Greek pantheon, I think, is probably like the thing he values the most. Like, I mean, obviously his family is important to him and stuff like that, but yeah.
Okay, cool, interesting. Yeah, take inspiration and then promptly use it to not die here.
Yep, I'll try. I got another 7 and a 6. Oh my gosh.
Well,
I literally can't roll above a 10 apparently.
oh boy.
Bye? I guess.
I don't know. Yeah,
Donin, would you like to make a death save?
Odd question, but I have a cantrip. Can spare the dying work on myself?
No, I cannot.
Yeah, so I think in his moments of pain, you see Donan's life flash before his eyes.
Of course, yeah.
We see him growing up at quite a young age in the temple, or in the shrine. There's a bunch. There's priests and acolytes around. It's in a small temple carved into the side of a cliff,
Cool.
overlooking a loch up in Scotland. And you see that all the other acolytes are older by a good 5-10 years. Good 10 years at least. There's no one quite Donan's age in this place. He seems lonely, but determined to keep up with the older boys anyway.
Cool. Take that inspiration.
All right.
So you just click the death save twice.
Now, to not die, I have to roll I have to roll twice, or
Yeah,
I
you
get the
click it
better?
twice because this is one of the only rolls that doesn't automatically do 2 rolls.
Okay.
So you'll just
Oh, I see.
click it twice. Yeah.
Inspiration.
There you go.
Okay.
So 1 success. Cool,
And
cool.
the inspiration
Ulrich.
burns, correct?
Yes.
So I have to make a death save too, or
Yes.
is it the 0?
You're making a
HP
death
thing?
save, yeah.
I'm so glad I made Leasing. Still.
You're just gonna sneak away and just.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought she was gonna make the new character and just leave it to the treasure, but I guess we're all making characters.
So I just roll.
Yep. Click on the death save. See, 1 success.
Oh, I have to get 2 successes.
You need 3 successes to stabilize. 3 failures means
Oh.
you die.
So,
Oh.
what happens if we all stabilize?
Then
I
we
don't
just
know.
die because they leave us on the side of the road.
I
Well,
was
I
going
guess
to
we're
say,
still
because
alive.
we can't exactly get up, so
They'd probably send us
Oh,
to prison or something.
Oh, Caleb, wait. What does second wind do?
You
I
can heal
think you-
yourself as a bonus action, which doesn't help you because you can't bonus action because you're dead.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so a
you
10
guys
is a
mocked
success?
me for complaining about
I mean,
level.
you don't click it again. That
Here
would
we
you do
are.
1 death save a turn.
Oh, hey, cool.
I don't know. All I'm sitting here is questioning the fairness of the dice
Well, I mean, there's that, but that's why it sucks to have 12
and
HP.
why the enemies have, +1s on their things.
Yeah, what?
I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be rolling this well.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
Lisa,
+1
it's your
is not
turn.
great.
What do you do?
Okay.
There's a guy in the carriage with you. There's still a chest there. You could grab the chest and go out the other door.
You're only gonna
Yeah,
take his
that's what
chest.
she's
That's
gonna do.
weird.
Okay. Do you want to use your action to disengage then? So basically, what that means is they can't, he won't get an attack of opportunity on you as you move away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we just see Lisa grab the chest, knock over the door, and jump out.
So when I try and tell you that you can dash as a bonus action, remind me that you're not a rogue. and
Yes,
we'll
you're
just
not actually a rogue. So Lisa,
Definitely
you
just
step
try to
out, right? And then maybe you hear the guards all saying like stupid highwaymen, and maybe you glance back just briefly. You see these guys just dead on the ground, or just unconscious and bleeding out. Does Lisa have a moment of compassion, or does she just run?
I think she. Ooh. In order that our party actually becomes a thing as a together thing,
Well,
I think she should
I mean,
probably.
You don't have to do something.
As long as you think your character would do it.
I think she would, but first she would find a secure place in the bushes where she is now to hide everything that she just stole.
Okay, so you want to run into the
So
bushes.
that it doesn't look like she just stole anything.
Mechanically, we'll be very dead by the time we're done with that, probably. But that's okay. Or I'll be dead because I can't roll above a 6, so or 7. I mean, but that's fine.
I mean, she's not just gonna run over to you guys carrying a bunch of
Yeah.
items. So
No, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you just spend the rest of your action to run into the trees here.
yeah,
Yeah. So you
and
can get,
honestly,
there.
she probably climbs a tree and puts everything on a branch.
Yeah, you can get into the trees there for the rest of your turn. But you'll have to do something else on your next turn. Okay, cool. So, I mean, the guards don't stab you to death. I think they just
Oh, that's magnanimous of them.
yeah. I mean, they literally just do that. They're just how dare these people? What?
I mean, we did just murder 2 of their buddies. I don't know. I'd stab
Just
us to
one,
death,
but yeah.
I murdered their guy.
Yeah, I think this guy
That wasn't
walks
us.
over. This guy
Yeah, they
walks
probably
over.
do have bigger problems, I guess.
Yeah, this guy walks over and tries to get hold of the horse here. That's probably freaking out because it's the guy who was on it just died.
It probably also got shocked, though. Maybe not hurt mechanically, but definitely took some
Yeah,
shock.
yeah. And so he's gonna try to animal handle it, and completely fails, and so the horse totally runs away.
Does it Red Dead Redemption 2 kick him in the face?
You know what? I think so. He got a pretty bad roll.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the
first
horse
time.
totally just hooves him in the face.
the first time that a horse ragdolled me 20 feet away, I just cried for a little bit.
It failed though.
Thing.
So it tries to hoof him and then runs away.
Disappoint. Not even the horse can roll when it's attacking these guys. I don't know.
The horse rolled pretty well, all considering.
Yeah, I'm telling you, these guys are like demigods. We just didn't know.
And then I mean,
Yeah,
I guess this guard like runs over and is like, "What happened?" And the guy's like, help me stabilize Bartholomew." And I guess this guard is gonna like try to like use medicine and stuff to like field dress, sort of a thing. And he succeeds. So Bartholomew is stabilized. So the guy like shakes the arrow out of his side and his neck and like bandages it up and just barely manages to keep him from dying.
An arrow in the neck.
Yeah, so obviously he didn't
And
actually
he's
get
not
hit in
dead.
the neck. That was flavor
Yeah,
before I realized I was gonna have him
also
make death
just
saves.
Stabs someone through the rib cage and he didn't die. So that's D&D.
That is survivable.
That is
I mean,
I can
the
tell
way I
you
described it would've
first-hand experience that is survivable.
killed- Yeah.
Not here, but here, yes.
Yeah,
Very
I
much yes.
essentially described him as running through his heart because I thought he was going to die. But
He didn't die.
You're not playing Dylan.
Yeah.
yeah, this isn't
Just
Brainwheel. You
one
can't.
hit kill things.
Yeah.
Maybe not yet.
And I think, I mean, I don't think the other guards like chase after you because like they're more worried about. Well, maybe this guy. Yeah, maybe this guy on the horse actually. Like,
Is gonna ride the horse into the trees.
yeah.
What
Maybe
sort of
not.
encumbrance does that give him?
I think he kind of just rides the horse over here, and he's probably gonna like. So I think he's gonna make a perception check just to double, like just to against whatever your stealth is gonna be next turn, Leasig, to try to like, find it. So it's actually that 19. I clicked it twice on accident. So 19 is the number to beat. Bartholomew is stabilized. Erastus, would you like to tell us something else about your character? It's the Bab.
Sorry, one second.
You're fine.
Okay, sorry, I'm dying now. That's what's happening, right?
Yeah. Would you like to tell us something else about Erastus?
Well, I mean, I guess I can just sort of piecemeal the thing I was going to write into the flashback
Sure.
since that would be easy. So yeah, I think we see him standing on a like a balcony on a keep, and there's a wagon or not wagon, carriage. I can't remember what it's called. Coming towards the gate on the wall in the distance there, and so we cut to the gate, and the portcullis clanks open, and then a English diplomat steps out of the back of a carriage. Well, I mean, can't tell if she's a diplomat, so she just is like a younger woman with like a red and gold and she sort of like gives him a short bow, and he returns it, and she introduces herself as a character whose name I have. You gave her a name. Thank you.
Sybil Avery.
Are you caught up in Fire Verona?
No.
Okay, sorry. Sybil's the name in Fire Verona. I was like, did you?
Nope. I just randomly generated it.
It is a cool name. Yeah, so she introduces herself as Sybil Avery, and he bows and says, I'm surprised you got here so quickly. And she says, well, after the last diplomat lost his life so abruptly, they thought it was best that I come settle things down. And he kind of like coughs a bunch. He's like, yeah, sorry about that. He kind of rubs the back of his head and was like, looks embarrassed. And then for the sake of making multiple flashbacks out of this, I'll stop there.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, he definitely murdered some diplomat. Not murdered, killed a diplomat. So here's my death save. Look, I rolled a 1. Look, I rolled a 4. I'm dead. Okay.
You literally died.
Yep.
Oh no.
Y'all blames me for wanting to play levels. Here we are.
I mean, okay, because this is like the first session. I'm not like this.
No, give me a chance to level up my character and see if I can find some necromancy powers.
I mean, you can't revive people after like a day or something.
Yeah.
Unless you preserve the dead, which I think you might have.
Well, necromancy. Can I bring back your
So, I
corpse
mean-
to fight for us?
That's necromancy is quite hot.
I mean, what would be an interesting way for this to? Well, I mean, this isn't okay. This isn't really something we did that was stupid of us.
I mean,
You know,
that's
we
not how the
didn't
rules
get
work.
ourselves into this trouble. Well,
I mean,
yeah,
we
but
did.
I mean,
well,
if we're gonna somehow argue our way out of this, then how do we not argue our way out of dying in the future? In which case, dying is irrelevant.
Right. Well, that's the
To
thing.
be honest, your support didn't do a good job supporting and through the game, so
I mean, it's more like we missed everything. Somebody crit me once, and then I just got stabbed.
Yeah, it was just kind of the roll of the dice.
And
But this,
I
but again,
also failed a 50-50 roll like 9 times. So
yeah.
there's also that.
And that's the thing. Yeah, Erastus is not dead. Like, there's no way I'm going to do that to you in the beginning of this game.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Great.
So
Yeah.
there'll be a thing. There'll be a thing. But we see Erastus like take his last breath.
I mean, to be fair, I have a self-healing ability. I just have to be alive to do it. So
Okay. Yeah, I have an idea that just came to me.
Okay.
But so we passed from that. Donan, would you like to make a death save?
yeah.
How many do you have failed and succeeded?
1 success, no failures.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think as we watch through Donan's eyes, or as we watch, yeah, through young Donan's eyes, he's in the monastery, or not the monastery, he's in the shrine, kind of the living area attached to the shrine that they're at. He's staring out the window into the most chaotic rainstorm you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Washington.
Washington.
wait, what?
Staring out. You guys don't. Do you guys really get thunderstorms out on the West Coast,
do.
though? You do?
Usually
Okay.
during the summer, but
I mean, this is England, doesn't it? Like always rain in England.
yeah.
It, like always just sort of goes meh and
That
rains.
sounds so nice. I need to move to England. Anyways, sorry, what?
But no, we're watching. As he's looking out over the waves of the loch, he's, you see lightning striking the water. Couple of different places,
Sure.
arcing through under the water, and
This is how you get to superpower.
but we see through. But we can see through Donan's eyes spirits dancing and flashing around the bolts of lightning through the water as they're
Yeah.
Nice.
chasing dryad, chasing lake spirits.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Sirens.
sort of a
That's awesome.
not sirens, just
Aw.
generic lake spirits.
Naiads.
Is it naiads or dryads?
Naiads is
Thought it-
water.
I always
dryads
thought
is
naiad was the
forest.
trees because dryads was the water because it was reversed of what you'd expect. But okay.
Dryad is trees.
Okay, yeah. So fine, it's naiads then, but you can see them, and it's not a fearsome scene for Donan. This is joy and exuberance and life
Yeah.
amidst all the destruction.
Cool. Take inspiration.
Nice.
Yay!
Man, what is up with these death save rolls? God.
And they said roll 20 was supposed to be random.
Ulrich, would you like to make a death save roll?
yeah, sure, I guess. I don't know.
What do you have so far? 1 fail and 1 success?
Me?
Yeah, what do you have? Do you just have 1 success?
Just 1 success.
Just one
Yeah,
success,
I've
okay.
only rolled once. Yeah. Crap.
Alright, so 1 fail, 1 success. Leasig.
California.
So you take your turn to try to hide your stuff?
Yeah, she like climbs up a tree.
Okay, make an athletics check to climb up a tree.
Hey, why aren't they like stabbing us on the ground? I don't understand that.
Because they don't care.
What are they doing? They're just
which
chasing
is actually
after.
pretty effective because at this point, 2 of us are basically dead, so they don't really need to finish this off.
Yeah.
Like, this wasn't a battle of like in a war where they're like, let's just go murder everybody. They're just like, all right, let's get out now. Plus, their leader's dead. They should probably do something about it.
Exactly.
So
Lisig, it takes you a little bit to clamber up the tree, but yeah, go ahead and make a stealth roll to try to hide this stuff. Okay, yeah. So you get up the tree. It takes you longer than you thought. You realize there's no good place to hide this. The guard is like on his horse, like trotting over, like looking up, like, "Hello there, little girl. What are you doing?"
the horse climbs the tree after you.
The horse just starts walking up the tree.
Yeah.
But that is what happens because it's the guard's turn, and the guard, just like trots over. The horse just trots over, and he just like looks up, and he just says, "Yeah, hello there, girl."
Does his spear not have reach?
It does.
Wouldn't he be able to attack her? Probably.
Yes, but like he's just kind of. I mean,
just being
he's
a
like,
jerk.
I've caught her up in a tree, like.
Right. Yeah. I was just curious because I don't think they used reach during our melee, so I was curious.
Also, for future reference, I thought that I had speak with animals, but I don't know. Like, is that on my character sheet somewhere?
Oh yes. So that is in all of your spells are besides the ones that are attacks, which get put on this front page, are in the next little thing. There's core, bio, and spells right at the top right. Those little tabs there. If you click on the spell tab, then it will open up all your spells.
I see it now. Okay, cool.
Yep.
So I was like, wait, I thought I had that.
You do, yeah. You have animal friendship, jump, and speak with animals. That's the first spells. Cool. So that's what those guards do. The rest of these guards are like, going over and trying to make sure that the guy doesn't die, make sure he's okay. They don't really care about you guys dead on the ground. Erastus, you died. So I think we'll just leave it at that for now. We'll see what happens. I want to see. So Donan and Donan, make another death save.
Okay.
So you have 1 success and 1 failure.
Here's the thing
Mm-hmm.
with inspiration. It's
Yeah.
suddenly forcing me to come up with more backstory
I know, yeah.
in little bite-sized bits because, like, I don't want to tell his story till I know what his story's gonna be.
Yes. No, I get you. Yeah. It's totally fine. In that case, I can ask you a simple question then.
Nope. At this point,
You just gonna roll?
I'm just gonna roll.
Okay. Yeah, do it.
YOLO.
Okay, so 1 fail. Or 2 fails, I guess, right?
So that's up to 2 fails now.
You have 1 success.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Ulrich,
Yay!
make a death save.
Hey!
Nice.
You succeeded.
I might actually
Lisig,
have.
you're up in a tree. There's a guard below you.
Okay, so can I do the speak with animals with the horse?
Oh, yeah, of course you can. Okay,
Yay.
so go ahead and click
How do
on
I do that?
Speak with Animals in your spells there, and we'll post it in chat. Okay, so casting time is 1 minute, 1 action if you want to do it as like a spell slot. So in the spells there, where it says like the 2 in like the little slots that you have, just like decrease that by 1. There should be a little arrow that you can decrease it.
Where?
In the spells right above where Speak with Animals is, there should be a little 2.
Okay.
Yeah, just put like there should be a little clicker that you can put that down to 1. Because
Okay.
you've used one of the spells for the day
Yeah.
that you can use. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the DM's discretion. So, I mean, what do you say to the animal? What do you say to the horse?
I ask it to, I think basically I ask it to kick off its rider and take me over to where everyone else is.
So how do you phrase that exactly?
Like, she uses the fact that she's a druid to persuade it in some way. Like,
right. I mean, you also have another spell.
Animals, like,
yeah, I guess you couldn't do this on your turn again, but you do have animal friendship, which would automatically make this animal your friend. But I mean, yeah, you could just try persuading it first, and if it doesn't succeed, you could do that. But yes, so you, I mean, yeah, so you, I guess it's just like, how do you phrase it exactly? How would you try to convince this horse to do that?
She literally is just like, would you mind giving me a lift?
Yeah, and so the horse like and looks up at you, kind of like jerks his head like what's happening, and then it says, we hear this as a like the audience hears this as a neigh at first, but then we see in Leesig's like perspective, the horse is suddenly speaking like in common, and it says, I am a horse, and as such, my job is to carry this man where he wants to go. Why would I give you a ride? You are not my owner.
I am a stick.
I am a horse.
I am a horse. I am a horse.
She just says, like, this man knows nothing about animals. I'm the one that can actually talk to you.
All right, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Or animal handling, I guess it would be.
You don't just need somebody to ride you. You need companions.
You're right.
Yeah. I gotta get...
Oh no, so bad. Yeah, so the horse says, no, I don't think so. You might be stabbed soon, little one. Yeah, and so that happens. Yeah, I think the guard tries to throw a spear at you.
Dang it.
Oh my gosh! Oh no!
No.
And get 10 damage. I think that's all of. Yep.
We're all just dead.
Guards are literally demigods. What is happening?
What in the world?
What CR are these?
We are at your mercy.
They're
Caleb.
1/8.
Question: what is their CR?
1/8.
That means one of us should be able to kill one of them in a fight easily. Not easily, but like. What the heck?
That means
Well,
eight of
rip.
yeah. Wow. Okay, Donan.
I'll come make the save, or fail the save and die, and then I can go eat my pickles. All right, since this might be the last we'll ever see of Donan, I think we get a moment a little more recently. Of a Donan who looks pretty much exactly like he does now. Maybe a few years younger. Hard to tell with dwarves and their big beards. But we see him and a few other cleric-looking folks walking through the gates of the city. I assume it's the same city as that Erastus had earlier mentioned? It's like the London or whatever, right?
His keep is probably a different place.
The keep is a different place? Okay, yes.
Nottingham
like
is kind of where you
London or
all
whatever the name.
live.
Nottingham was? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. So, yeah, they're walking into the gate of Nottingham. And coming to meet them is a couple of other folks also dressed as clerics.
Hold up, clarification. We all do live in Nottingham?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
These ones are like clerics and scholars and like local university local university types.
Cool.
And we can see that, and as we don't really get much audio. Some city sounds, some muffled words, and then everybody just starts throwing their cloaks at Donan to carry as they walk into the university.
Nice.
Donan's left with this pile of cloaks going, what am I supposed to do?
Awesome. Take inspiration.
Yay. I'm gonna need it.
So click that twice. Didn't even need it. Okay, cool. So that's 1 success. Or 2 successes for Donan, right?
Yes.
Cool. Ulrich?
So, as clarification, I assume I don't live in Nottingham, right? Because my family has.
Yeah, you have like an estate
No,
outside.
sorry, you don't live at all.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Ulrich, how many fails is that for you? 2?
That's 2. So I have 2 and 2.
Okay. Leesig, would you make a death save? You fall out of the tree, or you probably just like slump against the tree because you were in like a good space where you could like try to put your chest down. But
yeah, I was gonna say if she falls out of the tree and takes damage,
that would be bad.
that's not good.
But yeah, no, you're just kind of like you don't quite fall out of the tree, but yeah, make a death save. So there should be a space on your character sheet in the core section,
Yeah, I see it.
right at the top. Yeah. There you go. That's a success. So I mean, I think the guard I guess the guard gets off his horse and he goes up to like climb the tree to get the stuff back. He succeeds. He gets up in the tree and he like grabs the chest and he starts like rummaging through your pack to try to make sure.
These guards.
Yeah, I don't. And he starts like rummaging through your pack to like get all the stuff that you stole from him. Make sure that you didn't take anything more.
I also have like more than just what I stole, but
Right, yeah. He maybe just takes the whole pack, I guess. He just takes the whole pack and like the chest and he's trying to like get down. Okay, Donan.
I'm really tempted to just let it all hang on one single die roll.
I mean, you should. I totally have a way for this to go if you all totally die here.
Okay. Honestly,
Okay.
I mean, I want to get all my bad luck out now before I start playing the Path of Exile League tonight, so that I can get some good drops early on. And yeet. Oh!
That's a success.
And I stabilize.
Okay, cool. So Donan, at the very least, does not die. Ulrich?
No. If I stabilize, that means I just sit at 0 hit points until something changes.
Yes. So I'm gonna roll a d4. You're gonna wake up in 4 hours.
Yay.
With 1 hit point. Ulrich, wanna make that save?
I'm getting to it. Oh, I was waiting for stuff to load and it was just on my bio. Hey!
All right, so you stabilize. So it's only Erastus that dies. Okay. Interesting.
Surprise.
Okay, well, go ahead. Carly, I guess, just makes 2 rolls then. And
Yeah, so I think that's literally what happened because these guys are just gonna leave you, take all your stuff, Leesig, and just leave you. And
just gonna be mad.
yeah, and so Leesig, go ahead and make 2 death saves.
Oh.
Okay, so wait, was the first one was a success? Yeah. So you have 2 successes and 1 failure. Make another one. Okay, so you stabilize. So what happens is, both of you. Well, here I'll roll another. So Ulrich, you're gonna wake up in 1 hour, and Leesig, you're gonna wake up in 3 hours. So what happens is, Ulrich, you wake up in an hour. These guys are all gone. They've left. And you wake up on the side of the road with a splitting headache. And yeah, you wake up with 1 hit point.
Oy. Well, I mean, Ulrich just kind of opens his eyes and like looks over, and he sees Erastus's dead body, and he's just like,
Yeah, I mean, it seems to you at first glance, right, Erastus and Donan are dead.
"Yep." And he just like slowly stands up. I'm not sure he got killed with a spear, right? It's just one.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's 2 spear attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Simultaneously. So he probably just like in his chest, and he just like grabs his chest and sits up, looks over. How ebulliently. How ebullient. I'm sorry, ebullient. How ebullient, he says, and then like crawls over, and he's just like, Erastus, I swear if you're dead.
Yeah, so I mean, do you like feel his pulse?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
It's okay, Gwen. It's okay.
And he looks over to Donan. He crawls over. Donan, please. Feels his pulse.
Donan's alive.
Uh,
Breathing shallowly.
and he just kind of looks around. How far are we away from the town? Do I remember?
Quite a ways.
You also get a light static shock when you touch Donan.
Yeah. That's probably how you know he's alive.
Oh, yeah. He's like,
You take 1 damage and fall over.
No, you don't. Yeah, so what do you do?
magnanimous little dwarf. He sits up. How far away did you say?
I mean, like, enough where you could get to it today, but, like, it would take the rest of the day, sort
Okay.
of thing.
Okay. Well, the horses are all gone, right?
Yep.
So he just kind of like, he knows that Erastus is dead, right?
Yep.
So he has no doubt in that. So I'm assuming he's just gonna pick up Donan and start walking. But then I think he remembers seeing an arrow shoot out, and he remembers seeing a little bit more of a fight from, not just him.
Yeah.
And he starts to wonder what happened to that person.
Yeah, and I think if you just do a cursory look around, you see Lisa, like, dead in a tree, it seems.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he puts down Donan. He pats him on the head and like goes over, and he's like, "Hello, little girl. Are you alive?"
Am I awake? Oh wait, no, because
Nope.
it takes 4 hours, right? So
Yeah, 3 hours for you.
or 3 hours.
You're nidificating up there quite nicely, but I believe you're not necessarily altogether alive.
So, Ulrich, a small cat walks out from the forest, like behind you, like from the road, actually, like just like it shows up behind you because you're like your back is to the road, and it comes up behind you, and it just like rubs against your leg suddenly, like it's just a cat.
As
What do you-
suspicious as I am, I'm also auspicious. He kneels down and pets it.
Yeah, so this cat, I mean, it seems like nice and friendly and stuff, and it looks like some sort of like stray cat, and it has different colored eyes. It has one blue eye and one green eye. Do you want to make a religion check for me?
A religion check?
Yeah.
He also says, "How anomalistic." How many words have you recognized so far?
Most of them.
Okay, cool. So 12.
The cat is not that big.
Oh, you put a token out. I was like, what? I thought
That was the answer to your.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I succeeded
Also, wouldn't
because what?
they
No.
be like over by where I am too?
Yes.
So like still on the road.
Yeah, you're like right there, and the cat comes up behind
Oh
you.
yeah. I thought you were referencing that there are multiple cats now. I was like, what?
No.
I was like, how does Carly know about these cats?
So the cat looks like this.
I cast summon greater multiple cats.
Summon bigger cat.
Summon bigger fish.
Or there's a support gem in Path of Exile called Cast on Crit, which means if you crit with an attack, you get to cast the adjacent spell. So this is just cats on crit.
So
they had a cats on crit. It's good.
yeah, I don't think you recognize the thing that I was gonna have you recognize if you got a higher roll. But yeah, you just think this is odd. Like, I mean, obviously the cat having two different colors. I mean, anyone having two different colored eyes is a little weird. But you feel like there's something. I mean, you've run a lot. You feel like there's something you should remember that's like significant about a cat having like two different colored eyes, but you don't remember. But yeah, this cat just kind of like sits and like looks up at you and meows. And then like, since you're just kind of staring at it, it kind of like walks over to Erastus and like puts one paw on his face.
Yeah, I mean that's weird. Erastus, he does?
Yep.
Oh, okay. He's like, well, I swear. No, he says, I swear, if you eat his face.
And then yeah, the cat just meow.
Give me 1 sec. I'm trying to look up how to pronounce this word.
Just spell it and I'll tell you.
I'm just gonna, it's Gasconading. I believe it's Gasconading.
One more time.
Gasconading. Gasconading.
Gasconading?
Gasconading.
Gasconading, maybe?
We'll go Gasconading. Stop Gasconading. He says to the cat.
From French Gasconade.
Conviviality is all gone. Please leave my friend alone. You prefertious little cat. That's all he says.
Yeah, he just takes the paw off and like sits down, like almost like pouting.
He's dead. Have some respect.
Ow.
Kinda like, what does the cat do?
I think the cat just starts like, I think the cat like runs into the bushes like on the other side of the road here,
Okay.
and just like disappears for a second. What do you do?
He's very, very curious and goes and feels Erastus's pulse again. He did say that it was a very anomaly of this cat to appear all of a sudden.
You know what? Sure. Yeah, let's just have that be the thing. Erastus is suddenly alive. That's not how I expected this to go, but sure.
I totally thought that was what was happening.
No, that's not what was happening. But yeah, let's say
Okay.
that's the thing. I'm into that.
That was definitely what I was expecting to.
Yeah. Okay, so he goes down and feels the pulse of Erastus, and he's like, "Ah, praise you, great cat!"
Ulrich all of a sudden becomes a cleric of cats.
Yeah, I think that's where we go to break. We just see Ulrich say, "Thank you, great cat," and we'll be back with more Anno Domini right after this. Stick around.